on in our show. It's hard to believe that we are achieving so much in such a short amount of time. Now, let's talk about one of our #1 food items at QVC. Now, this is Egg Harbor Faroe Island Premium Salmon Filets. I want you to see how tender, how flaky, how juicy, how perfect each of these 6-ounce fillets will be. Now, the hands that are attached to that fork are attached to Jennifer Kovich. Nice to have you back.
Good to be here.
Nice to see you, friend.
Good to see you too.
This is lovely. Now, it's important to know that our Faroe Island Egg Harbor salmon is part of the Rastelli family of foods.
It is. Yes, it is. So Egg Harbor is the seafood division of the Rastelli family. You know us for our protein. Now we're bringing you that surf. We love it, and it partners well, beautifully in fact, with our turf. And what's really important is to know that all of our salmon fillets do truly come from the Faroe Islands, and we can go into that in just a minute.
I mean, it's important to understand and know your source.
It is. It really is. So a lot of times you go to those fine dining restaurants, and now, you know, when we want to go and we really want that lobster, what do we see but Maine lobster? It's really important to lay that out, that you know where it's coming from. In this case, you're now seeing Faroe Islands when it comes to salmon. That is the source if you want the best salmon. We can see here that between the fjords and the sounds right off the coast of Scotland is actually Faroe Islands. That's where you see a constant current flow rushing through the waters there, giving the salmon an antibiotic-free, hormone-free diet. You are getting the best of the best. Furthermore, what we do that sets us apart is within 4 hours of each of the salmon being harvested, we actually clean it, we deskin it, debone it, and then we fillet it. You are getting the center cut of each one of those fillets, and then we vacuum seal it and flash freeze it.
The only time it's frozen is then. Because when you receive it and you thaw it out, it's only been frozen one time.
That's right.
Now, when you go to a seafood store or you go to a grocery store and you see fish there,
Right.
it could have been frozen many times.
Many times.
Frozen, thawed out, refrozen, who knows? Now, a lot of people say, well, I don't like salmon because salmon smells fishy. Fresh fish should not smell fishy.
That's right.
This doesn't smell fishy.
No.
It doesn't taste fishy. I will tell you also, if you ever go to a fishmonger, which is another word for a fish store, and the head is still on the salmon,
Yes.
look for clear eyes.
Yes.
If you see clear eyes, it's fresh fish. If the eyes are cloudy, that fish is old.
Yes, and you
Like
want
Dionne
to steer
Warwick would say, walk on by. Walk
You
on
want
by.
to steer right by that. And what I love too is that salmon actually will be one of the easiest things you can ever prepare in your kitchen. So let's think about this. If you want to pan saute this, because they come individually vacuum sealed, you can just take out 3 if that's what you want. Pan saute it, we just have some butter, a little bit of white wine, or actually a lot of white wine, and then capers and tomatoes, as well as some Kalamata olives. It's just perfect for you to pan saute just a few minutes on each side. Add your ingredients, if you will, to that pan as well, and it just infuses all of that flavor. Because salmon, our Faroe Island salmon is very mild in its flavor, it really lends itself to any other ingredients that you may have on your plate.
Now, here's something you don't see every day, David Venable eating seafood. This is something that I like because it does not taste or smell fishy.
Right. And that's saying something, I have to tell you.
And it's full of something we really want to bathe our insides with, full of omega-3s and omega-6s.
That's right. So we're giving you all those essential fatty acids the natural way. Again, this salmon is fed an antibiotic, hormone-free diet. That's really important because when you look at our salmon, and in fact, we have a whole piece of salmon over here, you can actually see the marbling. I want you to kind of think about a filet mignon, right? Well, in the marbling effect that you see here, it's all the striations of color. That's where all those essential fatty acids, great for your hair, great for your skin, great for your nails. That's why you hear doctors touting all the time, eat more fish. Now we give it to you in an easy, user-friendly manner, always fresh, never thawed until you do it at home.
This is a 6-ounce Faroe Island salmon fillet, premium salmon fillet. They're all individually flash frozen, and the first time you're going to thaw them out is the only time they've ever been frozen.
That's right.
Now, if you forget to thaw out your fish, it's best to cook it from thawed.
Yes.
If you forget, put it in a bowl of cool water and run some cool water over top of it, about 5-10 minutes max.
Right.
It's usually thawed.
Absolutely.
I almost always forget to thaw out my protein. Now, you also get some of this seasoning packet with and it's a resealable package. What's in our Egg Harbor seafood seasoning?
Yeah, so this is fantastic. If you like a little bit of dill, a little bit of granulated honey, it's almost very similar to like a lemon pepper type of mix, but with a little essence of that dill and the granulated honey. So that when you do put that over your salmon, if you bake it, for instance, it literally kind of caramelizes right over top. It is so good.
Can I air fry my salmon?
Absolutely, we recommend that you do, even because it's quick, because it's easy. And in fact, I'm going to pop over here to our toaster oven because it's really easy that if you just want to add a little bit of asparagus, and if you picked up our lemon dill sauce that we have, our Egg Harbor lemon dill that you can find here at QVC, look at how brilliant this is. 350 degrees in the oven, just about 18 minutes. Perfectly golden on the top. Beautiful. And as I plate this right over here on our corn couscous, how brilliant is this, or succotash rather, sorry. Brilliant is it just adding a few extra vegetables. You've made a beautiful plate for yourself, heart healthy, very good for you, high in protein.
If you're wondering what to put on top of your salmon and you're not sure, do a little of that sprinkle. And then take out a pastry brush and brush some Dijon mustard.
Yes, always.
Always delicious.
Always.
And a little bit of that fresh seasoning on there, that seasoning packet on there. Oh, boy, is that delicious. And then some fresh seasonal vegetables, and you've got a meal that is fit for a king or queen. Now, what about salmon salad?
Salmon salad. Let's say you make one too many, or you're planning ahead. Love to meal prep. Take some chives or a little bit of dill, some celery, some onions, and a little bit of mayonnaise. Take that one salmon fillet, and you are going to make a large heaping pile of a salmon salad. Add it to a croissant, make some crostini if you will, whatever you want to do with it, but this is a brilliant way to add a little extra protein with ease in your diet and still getting all those vitamins.
If you want to cut down on mayonnaise, you can substitute mayonnaise for Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
You can also put a little, again, I know I'm heavy on the Dijon, but you can do Dijon in here as well.
It's a great compliment to fish, right?
It's a great compliment to everything.
It is. It is.
I'm a big fan of Dijon.
Oh, man. Yeah, I like Dijon.
And then you make little crostinis.
Yeah, and this is just a great appetizer, great lunch, whatever it is that you want. But really, you can't go wrong, whether it be lunch or your appetizers. Salmon's just, there's no bad time for salmon, in my opinion.
There's never a bad time. And it's so important that you bathe your insides with what salmon boasts.
Yes.
All those omega-3, omega-6s, the fatty acids.
Yep.
And then all the good things that fresh salmon will bring you. This is what it's all about. And it doesn't have to smell or taste fishy for it to be fresh. If it's fresh, it doesn't.
That's right. Absolutely.
And that is important. Miss Jennifer Kovich, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good
nice
to
see
you.
you, friend.
Thank you.
All right. Are we going to talk about the towels? All right. Now, let's talk about seasonal in the kitchen with David towels. These are 20 by 30